Welcome back to Bridgebird 412 plays Lord of the Rings Online, and we're going in hardcore mode here, playing until we die. Now, here's the deal, friendos. I started and I recorded a bunch of deed runs that I was doing. Oops, wrong button. Deed runs that I was doing back where we began to get our virtue points up, and I was over here in Ered Luin, and so I ran around, I found some stuff, and essentially I just cannot bring myself to upload the tedious nature of running around killing a million gray enemies that you don't get any XP for, and you're never in danger of dying unless you're a total nub, but, So I recorded an hour's worth, and I probably did 3.5 hours in order to get my virtue points up. So we'll talk about these later. But essentially I'm capped at 12. So every time I do a deed, it maxes out at 12. So I did a bunch of them. They were down to like 3 and 4, so I got them all up because you get virtue points by doing deeds, of course. So, essentially it's working through the deed log. So I was in Eriador and Ered Luin. So I got all of these deeds done. And there are more, but this is in Sarnur, which is a higher level area. But essentially, I pounded out, 20 deeds, which got me the virtue points to get my my virtues up to where I want them to be. So I'm not gonna upload that. That's just a ton of boring content. So if I die doing the deeds, I will let you know, because I'm not going to deceive you. And I was never in danger of dying, even once. So rather than make it tedious and boring and upload more deed content than game content, I'm just not going to do it. So if you are offended by that, I don't know what to tell you. I also opened up a new trait line for myself, which our traits down here are not trait line, skill line. Our traits, let me turn this down, this is pretty loud. So our skills down here are different. So it's because I am in a mobile spec, which I was trying out to see if that would make the deed runs any faster. Essentially you can fire on the move and stuff like that, but you don't hit as hard. So I don't know which one's better or worse. I'm pretty much always been from the beginning a redline guy. So I don't know. We'll fool around with it and see at some point. And lastly, I picked up the profession of scholar, as you remember in last episode. And now I understand why the scholar materials go for so much money on the auction hall, because scholar, like for everything else, like you're a forester, you can harvest all of the wood and then sell it in its raw form. For scholar, you can't. That's why I wasn't able to harvest any of the things around here. I think there were broken urns or something like that. It's because those were journeyman level stuff. And it turns out you can't collect this one until you get this point. So you're both harvesting and the profession in the same profession. So you go through all of the materials that you find in order to level up your ability to craft things. So I'm still going to harvest them, but I'm going to use them because for the scholar, you can create battle lore, which is warding lore, and I did make a bunch of those. They're here and here. But you have to do the research first. So like you'll see here, let me research. I'll just make all of these early Third Age relics from these aged scraps. Actually, I'll just do, let's see. I can't see this in my little bag. I'll just do 4. And then I can start crafting battle lore, which requires this and this. So, so this will get us some more points, and you make more points making these. So I'll get essentially 60 more points towards the gold. So, what have I got here? I've got 15 and 15. So I've got dim candles, so I'll use those. I'll make another battle one, which gives you more mastery. I'll make another warding one, which gives you more protection. And that didn't crit. I didn't use this, so let me use the last one of those dim candles. That makes it crit at 70%, as opposed to whatever it is, 25%. I always try to keep them. They're right here in my bag. I always try to keep them the same just for OCD purposes. So I usually I bounce back and forth. I think they stack in stacks of 25 or 50. So I got 2 more I can make. And let's see if I can get 20 and 20. Or if it's going to crit. Okay, so 20 and 20, so that's nice. I have to get this all the way to gold for mastery in order to open up the one after, I think it's artisan, after journeyman. But now we can harvest the nodes that are in here as we're doing our business. So I think that's everything I needed to announce before getting started here. But let me go in here and kind of see. I gotta sell. I want to get rid of all the junk in my bag here. So I'm just going to sell everything.
Traveler.
Don't need any of this stuff. This is all garbage. Garbage. Oh, I don't want to sell those, of course. There's nothing worse than you always got to check. Every time I don't check, I end up just getting kicked in the teeth. So, locked and locked. That's good. Everything else, I think I can sell without any issues. Yeah, it's not really all that much of an upgrade. These are rep items for back in Herodley when we're really concerned about that. We could do that, but we're just going to sell everything and repair everything. Okay. Boop. All right. We are ready to get back at it. So here we go, sports fans. I'm ready to be questing some more. Okay, so we were essentially... Oh, I need to swap out this Stone of the Tortoise. The Stone of the Tortoise, if you look over there on the left side of my screen, it halts all your XP. And I didn't have one. I thought I had it in, but so I did get a little bit of XP while I was deeding, which was dumb. Every time it ticks off like a deed, it gives you some XP. Anywho, yeah. So I'll just show you what these do. So this minor battle lore will give me addition to physical and tactical mastery. Physical is what I use here. And then minor is mitigations. So when you're going into some tough content, you throw up some scrolls. That's kind of the deal. Alright, let's run back into... where were we going? We were going back into Tharbad. Into here, that's right. The music is a bit oppressive here. I'm going to turn the music down. Options, audio. Because I want this to be up, but the music is, it can be too much. Put that down there. I don't think we need any boar. Or sickle flies. I don't think. I guess I should be killing them just in case. Apparently, no, I don't need those. Alright. Let's head back into here. Because this is where we were collecting our storage crates and everything. And I think we gotta kill a whole bunch of these guys. So we will get about the business. Bye! And I am finding myself kind of wanting to shoot and run. Or run and shoot. From bothering us. I want to get up on this guy. Uh-oh. Clicked on the landscape. This guy run. He's scared. And now he's dead. Am I supposed to kill those guys? I should say down here, I think. Here's some more stolen supplies. A broken urn that we're going to harvest here. And eventually we will very soon be up to level. So thanks for tuning in. I'm glad to have you around. I hope you're getting some good life at where you are. I'm doing pretty well, so can't complain too much. Alright, so we got some tablet fragments. Those are for crafting stuff at the journeyman level. For the scholar. I didn't open my presents. Let's open some presents. Copper scraps, yeah, that's always good. My virtue cap is reached in Valor now, so 12 out of 12. I think it goes up by 1 or 2 every level, so it'll go up here not too much further. So let's go ahead and earn our wit up to the cap. And I can apply this to that. How much did I get there? Probably not very much, huh? I'm gonna flip it, I think. I'm gonna flip it back to the mobile so you guys can check out what the mobile setup is. See, on mobile, you know, you can target, move. Just never really been my play style, so it would be a bit of an adjustment. Plus you get this exsanguinate feature, provided something has a bleed on it. I believe is how that works. But it only you only have it for a brief amount of time. And this is much more of a focus, based rather than induction based. You get bonuses to focus and things on crits and such. Some more supplies. You gotta deactivate my speed. Also, on this one, I'll show you in a second here. On this spec, you get access to the faster run speed as part of the skill tree. So if we bring up the skill tree here, find the path movement speed. You can increase up to, what is that? It's at 15. It starts at 15. So then 18, and then 3 more. So that what would that be, up to 30? So you can double your out of combat run speed. Which, if you're zipping around, I can see is a thing, but it seems like a lot of point investment. You're investing a lot of points in that. And you could always invest in it anyway. And people, of course, will. They'll do lots of different specs depending on if they're in the world, if they're in content, or in like raids, or if they're in instances, or on the PvP in the Moors. They might do that. Alright, so I'm not even sure what we're doing. We're just trying to get these chests, right? Did we get them all? Yes, we got all the supplies. So let's see, where do we collect? I think it's probably going to be all the blue here. Destroy Orcus weapon caches. Okay, let's see what that's all about. In Tharbad. Okay, we're in Tharbad. I didn't see any weapon caches. Now again, we're playing without all of the help. We're playing without the hints, or it highlights areas where things are to be found. Like, we're not doing any of that. We're trying to play it fairly like we're coming in blind, so to speak. And in this area we are, to be honest. I mean, I've never played through this region before. Here's a weapons cache. I'm not sure where we're supposed to get the deer meat either, if we're doing that one. Yeah, we don't have to do all of them. I mean, we're just... It's not like it's really a challenge for us right now. I've forgotten to start my clock yet again. What have we been at? About 10 minutes? We'll kill the defiler. I'm sure there's a Slayer deed for orcs in this area that, you know, the more we can do it now, the less we'll have to do when we come back. Oh, there's a weapons cache. 2 of them. You also get a fleetness buff in this mobile stance. I don't even know what they call it. I don't know if I named it mobile or if it was the deal. Oh, I think that guy that was going to run by killed a bunch of stuff doing the quests. Yeah, look, it's all respawning on us. I don't have anything to shoot now with my Sanguinate. What do we need? We need, what do we need? 6 more. It's, you know, I've switched over here to this mobile, but I still find myself stopping. It's like, I don't know. I've never seen an archer run and shoot at the same time. It seems a little bit unrealistic.
Saruman.
Of course, we're going to get every broken urn we can. One of the things I noticed in that 3.5 hours of doing deeds and running around to collect the shattered pitchers, there's almost no shattered pitchers. I mean, it's the rate of finding shattered pitchers is, and that's a problem. You run past the thing. Well, first of all, I'm not good at it, which, bothers me. Here's a wooden chest. What I get? Looks like some woodworker stuff. This place looks very different, doesn't it? And during the day than it does at night. Just want to check and see. That's my monitor, so I'm going to see if this crashes my game. And maybe I'll take care of a little bit of the... Yeah, it looks about the same, actually. Or maybe not. Maybe it's better. But on the YouTube, of course, it only maxes out at 60 FPS, so anything to make it smoother is good. I don't know how it translates to the viewer. Okay, so we completed a deed. We defeated a bunch of orcs. And that was the advanced. We completed the advanced. So that means whatever virtue we had selected, we capped out. Yep. So let's see, where are we? I guess this one is the last one. After that, we'll just select it. Well, I don't know if I want to select a different one. Well, I guess the things get wasted either way. The virtue points get wasted, so I don't want to waste all my virtue points, so that would be unpleasant. And I'm trying to utilize all of my different skills because they count towards class deeds, and some of them, some of them you don't find yourself using very much, so it's kind of incumbent upon you to put as much variety as you can in your rotation. Split shot, this one I never use or haven't because I was running red line and you don't have split shot in red line, only in blue line. So, you know, I got to make up for that. Merciful, or not merciful, Rain of Arrows is what I have slotted here. So that's more of an AoE. More of an AoE attack. I mean, split shot hits multiple targets if they're, you know, if they're all right on top of each other. But Rain of Arrows has a much wider AoE effect. And we're going to want to utilize these ruins locations as much as possible. Easy mode. Hi, pick up the weapons. We need to find one more. And I bet they don't respawn. I have a bad feeling I'm going to be running around here looking for one weapons cache for 4 hours. As I'm doing that, that will tell you a little bit what it's like. I got that one right. Did I get that one right? I did not. Is this not on? Oh, because I switched. When you switch specs, it turns off all the stuff that you're tracking. So this is good to remember. Tharbad is a good location to collect broken urns. They're fairly well concentrated. I wonder if Shattered Pitchers here were also well concentrated because people were like, holy mackerel, where are the resource nodes for the Scholar? Because it did take a long time and I didn't even get through both tiers of Scholar running around for all that time. So yeah. Professions can be a bit much. Okay, I think this is where I came in, right? Oh. Which one am I doing? This one? What about this one? Does this work? I don't think it counted for this one. I think it did count this one. I think. Oh, it did not check it off. Find a gap in the outer wall if they're farther to the west. I guess it's not this one. Or did I run past the location? Let me see if it turns on again. Got some nitro points from doing the deeds. Uh-oh. Oops. And it's a percentage chance that you get the Insanguinate to hit. Oh, it disappeared. So it doesn't happen all the time. There's a broken urn over there. We have to kill all these guys because we already completed the deed. So Greys don't attack once again. And you don't get any XP for killing them. Which is weird because the quests are light blue. Alright. Forever for the swift bow to induct. There's all kinds of nodes down there that appear. But I'm supposed to find the tower, a bridge with of Surlond. I don't think I've discovered Surlond. Aregion. Oh, this is much later in the game to go there. Yeah, I don't see Surlond. Lost word. Interesting. So, I don't know where Surlond is, but we'll keep going up in the hope that we find a tower. If I were trying to avoid dying, I would just jump off of that, but it would be just like this game to kill me for taking a shortcut. Here's another broken urn. There's another orc leader. I bet it's going to send me back to kill orc leaders. Alright, so I'm going to switch back to my strength stance just because, or not my strength stance. I'll still run in precision, but the whole reason you play a hunter is because you park it and you just annihilate everything. Oh, this is a leader. Probably not the right time. But that's okay. So unlike the fleet, which allows your movement speed, this improves your bow inductions. Would there be a weapons cache out here in the muck? They are stupid orcs, so they might put their weapons where they can rust. What'd it get? Sometimes up in here. Oh, also, you'll see up here there is a skill deed and a slayer deed acceleration. I purchased those so that the deeds would go faster. So when you kill an enemy, like if you're hunting for goblins or something, it counts 2 instead of 1. Because there simply is no reason to just go through and kill 100 when 50 will do. I mean, it's not exciting. It's not like it's a run and gun kind of thing where you're fighting for your life. It's pretty tedious, friends. And I don't mind it, you know, when I'm doing it. I get kind of in a zen place. I put on a little music and just kind of move about on the landscape and enjoy the scenery, but I can't imagine watching someone do that on the YouTube. I would just right to sleep. A lot of the deed system they came up with early on in the development of Lotro, because people were powering through the content and they were finishing, 50 levels in an afternoon. I'm exaggerating, of course, but they'd power right through and then they'd complain because they wouldn't have anything to do. And they wouldn't enjoy the story, they wouldn't read any of the material, they'd just sprint through the game to be like, world first, I finished first. Which, like, why play the game at that point? I mean, it's kind of tedious to do that. But a lot of people do that, so you got to give them something to do so they don't quit. And early on, that was a big deal. People complained that there was, and people still to some degree complain that there's not enough content. There's not enough content. And there's actually a ton of content, especially if you do, and a lot of people don't like to do skirmishing or anything like that, but there's a lot to do. And then if you're in a kinship, your kin will run activities. What you're experiencing right now with me, Windows, because I took the target off. What now? I don't know. Oh, I was hitting the wrong button, I think. Derp. I was wondering why my Bard's arrow wasn't firing. Okay, we still need to find this direction is west, right? We still need to find never eat soggy waffles. Yep, this is west. And apparently find a gap in the outer wall of Tharbad to the west. So this is a little bit what like deeds are like. It's like you're running around. I don't mind because we're collecting a ton of those pictures. Just got to avoid the green guys. Did I go up these stairs? I think I went up those stairs, didn't I? I did. Did I go up those stairs? Well, I guess we're gonna find out. I think it was these stairs I went up, right? Or did I? Okay, we want to get rid of this tiny up here. Yeah, let's just put a big old heart seeker on this guy. And that's how you do it. And still get that. Wow, moving nonsense. He got devastated, friends. He was up to no good, and he just got devastated. I wonder if it's way over here. I guess we'll just go down and run through here. And grab this broken urn along the way, of course. We got one more. Oops, there's another hunter about. I know that sound. It's this sound. We're going east, though, so this is not west. Find another gap. I wonder, is it way over there? Getting a swim in. Still in Tharbad. There better be one over here, because if not, I'm going to be annoyed. There's an urn. Did I get this one already? This looks like a weapons cache. 1 out of 10. Wait, look at all of the scholar notes. Boy, after running around like an imbecile for so many hours yesterday, I'm grabbing every one of these. Where did it go? Oh, and we're in dark now. I don't know, it's like so many times when we're playing friends, it's always dark. Bye. Oh, there were more. There were more urns. Scholar node jump. That would be stupid. Woodcutter Hall. Let's just get that going. There it is. There it is. Let's grab the node first. Oh, there's one there too. Now my map is back at the milestone. So we're still trying to find gap to the west. I guess we're sort of moving west. Find a gap in the outer wall of Tharbad. I think it's just these green ones, or light blue ones that are around here. This way. Here. Am I down where that scholar node is on the other side of this? Why mess around? Just heart seeker the hell out of them. Gather focus even though it builds up. Here's another urn. Gotta remember Tharbad. Because even though you pick up every single one that you come across, when you actually do the crafting, you realize that you're probably about half to 2/3 of the way to what you need. It really is something else. Uh-oh. Go away, Fire Berserker. Let you get a good way off. And I'm going to execute here. Let's pin him. Carry him. See, you just couldn't have done all that technical stuff running around like an imbecile. You know, just... That's not what the hunter does. The hunter parks it and kills it. That's what it does. At least that's what I do as a hunter. I'm sure there's a lot of hyperactive blue line hunters out there just run and gun their way all the way through the game. And hey, if that's your deal, hey, you do what you gotta do. Be your bad self. Oh yeah? Think you're gonna hit me with some nonsense? I think not. You still need a western road. Of course, there's a scholar node right here, so you know. What? I'm trying to learn stuff by getting scholar materials, please. Alright. This is west. Out of Tharbad, right? Making me a little nervous, you know. Like all of a sudden, you get attacked by a sea snake and get killed. A watcher in the water. Nervous. I can't lie. I'm a little nervous about swimming through here. But there's a broken urn, so it's all good. Oh, there's a bunch of urns over here. Uh-oh. I think I was here already. Oh, let me get this guy. And then I can focus on this. And, boom. And I think we're already over here, weren't we? I'm just going to keep kind of hacking through the underbrush here until I find something. I'm not going to go up there. Like this way. This feels west. Alright, we're going west. Oh, no, we're going south. I know what's going to happen. We're going to end up back where we started with our 3 knuckleheads. Nighty night. because we have to find it. It's not a quest we can't do. We have to do it. See, we're not even in the walls of Tharbad. Over here. This is where we get the deer. That's a boar. There we go. I wonder if we have to kill these. Let's see if this counts as a deer. Yep. Hunting for the spotted doe doesn't count. Why not? Boomba. Boomba, 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 boomba. He was trying to run and get me. He ain't gonna get me. I can't get got. Alright, let's get this guy up here. I've got firepower. You're not going to overcome my firepower. Well, that one was fairly determined, though, I'll have to tell you. Okay, so we're out of Tharbad. We're in Sedgemead. So I'm just not really sure. I'm going to gap the outer wall of Tharbad further to the west. Is it here? Okay, it was here. Alright, so I think we can turn all of these in. So we need to use our map since we are right here. Just make sure I'm in the right direction. Oh. Okay, so this one wasn't at the location. We don't turn it at the location, but these other three we do.
And that is Tharbad behind us.
Yeah, you could have helped. If the crossing of the Grey Flood proves the worst experience... the worst... Are you serious? The worst experience of your journey? I will not count as fortunate. I fear it will not be so, though it is likely to be the wettest. Did Tegwin dislike the damp and cold of the Wade water? He is fortunate he had no need to cross the Grey Flood, and under the watchful eye of his parents it will be many years before he might. But now we must turn our eyes to our own road. Cardolan awaits, and within its bounds we will find my friend Narndir, who will know the location of the chieftain of the Dunedain. Then will Edgefrith's purpose be attained in our own as well. Perhaps then Boromir can be set on the proper course. You and I will dine at the Prancing Pony before we part. But we are not there yet. We must take one step at a time, lest we trip upon our own feet. Alright, so this is an upgrade. Oh, it's not an upgrade in armor. It's an upgrade in stats.
Our first destination will be the town of Herna, a village of farmers and traders to the northwest.
Let's see our stats here. Yeah, I wish you could see all of the stuff all in one thing, because I want to see like mitigations and all that stuff. Avoidance I don't really need to see, so maybe I'll just take that off and maybe it'll all fit pretty much. Mitigations of... yeah, we did get a boost in morale, so that didn't matter quite so much. Crit rating 332, that's a big one. Yep, that's a boost. Finesse 273, yep, that's a boost. Physical mastery, yep, that's a boost. Tactical mastery, we don't need to worry about. How about defense? Crit defense, no, defenses don't change. Tactical mitigation down there is changing by 1. Physical mitigation goes up. Okay, so we'll go with that. Alright. Our first destination will be the town of Herne, a village of farmers and traders that grew up at a crossing of the ways to the north, west of here, where the Greenway coming south meets the road coming north out of Enedwaith. When last I came this way, the tavern at Herne was a pleasant enough place, although it could not truly compete with the Prancing Pony for entertainment and company. Crossway House, it was called, a 2-story building near the south gate. Let us be off. Okay, we'll accept that. Are our boots going to be upgraded? Looks like it. Okay. So let's turn in our other quests up here. So there's Herne. Let's turn our quests up here. See what happens. I don't think we're gonna have enough to get a level, but we'll turn them in and see what we get.
I have higher hopes now for our endeavors. I had heard that Cardolan was a wilder land than Bree, but to see it for myself has been eye-opening.
We're 24. We don't need to do this this quest.
Have you been across the road to see the herds of deer?
Yes, I have. And I saw them. And I killed them. Where's the other houser?
You return. Tell me all about it. Were they angry?
Oh, she's not a nice person. Yeah, so we didn't have enough to get a level. Which kind of sucks, because I think we get something at 25. But we got Burl here. If we need to, we'll just pick up the quest.
I had heard that Cardolan was a wilder land than Bree, but to see it for myself has been eye-opening.
I'm going to take it off the deal. Okay, so now we're here. This is where all of these are. Collect Athelas. Athelas grows in a pool near Surlon to the east. Sedgemead, Surlon. I don't have a Surlon. Oh, there's Surlon way up there. So I think this is going to take us up to Surlon. I can't remember how we got into this area. I think we didn't. Yeah, we came down from the Lone Lands down to here, so we discovered this place. And we realized we were under-leveled for this location. And then that's when we went back and started way back down here in Swanfleet. It's all coming back to me now. The angle. I don't know if we did anything here. So yeah, so we can just do that, and we'll get up there. But let's run along to Herne here, and that'll help us out. And then that'll probably be enough for this episode. Much of which took place in the dark. And since we're out and about again, we might as well put our... Well, we don't need wood. We've got... Well, let me just double check here. Forester. Yeah, I think we've got enough to max that one. Woodworker the same. Scholar. Yeah, scholar is our weakness. And I'll probably run around and get the rest of those shattered pictures offline, so I can max that out before our next episode to get that well and truly behind us, because that will be tedious. I won't do any of the leveling of the journeyman level, but I will finish out the scholar stuff. So you can only have one of these active at a time, so I switched over to the wood so I can get some more ash wood to finish out that forester level. I probably have enough hides to do it, so this is probably just overkill, but you know, we're on the way. And still can't harvest metals and ore. Okay, so now we're starting to get in enemies that are more our level. I was seeing if aurochs were a thing that we have to hunt. But here we come into Hern. So I anticipate this checking off for us. I wonder if I picked all of these up a long time ago. These, I bet I did. I'm going to remove them, because I'm sure we're going to get a whole bunch of quests in this area. This guy looks suspicious, doesn't he? Hey, buddy. What's up? There he goes. Okay. Well. And here's Aldith. Oh. She is of an untrusting sort as well. Let's go grab, as soon as we can here, we gotta grab the stable master.
Greetings, friend.
Greetings! And I always like to see what we can barter.
How may I be of service to you?
What's here? Delving bag of gold coins. What about the... we don't have any of these. These might be for doing the missions. So, I bet that's what it is. Knights of the Violet Grumble. Come on, man. Ugh. Dereliction. Oh, jeez Louise. I guess, you know, each their own. Let's bind here. And, we gotta go into the tavern at the Crossway House, and that's the first thing we'll do when we fire up the game in our next session. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Bridgeburner412. Glad to be back, pounding out the quests. We'll see you in our next episode as Bridgeburner412 plays Lord of the Rings Online, hardcore version.